So, with the federal government making these severe cuts and changes to the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP, what we used to call food stamps, there are some myths and misconceptions that are being circulated that I can help clear up with some facts because, as a township trustee, I work with struggling households every day. I'm very familiar with this program. One myth that I keep seeing is that it's only illegal immigrants that are being kicked off of this program with these cuts, or people saying that the big problem is that there are so many undocumented people receiving these benefits. This is false and honestly absurd because, put simply, undocumented people are not eligible to receive SNAP, period. In fact, they are explicitly excluded, and the application process has numerous checkpoints to ensure that only lawful residents are able to receive. Now, what that process looks like is applicants have to verify their identity, which includes cross-checking Social Security numbers with federal databases. There are immigration status checks with the Department of Homeland Security's SAVE system. There's an in-person interview process, and then there's continuous monitoring and oversight by the federal government because the states have to regularly share their SNAP records with federal agencies so that they can do real-time data analysis and fraud detection. So the process is no joke. It's literally designed to prevent this type of fraud from occurring. Now, because of all these safeguards, it's very rare for an undocumented person to receive these benefits. And when they do, it's highly scrutinized because it's so uncommon. But when it does happen, it's usually tied to organized crime rather than, individual families or individual people that are misusing the system. In fact, in audits that have been done by the Government Accountability Office, they found that the vast majority of cases of fraud involve retailers or U.S. citizens that are misusing their benefits, not undocumented immigrants. So anyone trying to make undocumented residents the boogeyman here is simply lying, or they're just talking out of their ass because they have no idea what they're talking about. The fact is, when you hear about thousands of families losing their SNAP benefits, it's going to be your fellow legally residing residents that are going to be feeling this pain, not undocumented